but our process, and I'll play a bit of a song in a sec, is that I'll pretty much come to the table when Corey and I get together. I'll come along with an idea. It'll probably be it'll either be like a verse with some lyrics, or it could be a chorusy idea with some lyrics. And I'm like, or it could be a bit of both, you know. It could be a verse and pre-chorus. It's just like a bit of vague idea, and then I'll go, Corey, what do I do here? And Corey, if you're watching on the video, you'll see that there's a gap in our guitar wall on the back wall because I've got a guitar here. But the one that comes to mind, which I'll play very softly because I don't want to blow out the microphone and ruin the podcast. But the song Left Behind that we wrote together.
Yeah. And
I remember very clearly coming into the room basically with just the second verse, which is just goes out of rhythm, out of rhyme, drifting back to 3/4 time. Same old chords don't sound the same, all diminished in my brain. And it may have only been that much.
It wasn't much. I don't remember that.
But I like those words, obviously, just because of the kind of cool play on words with the musical stuff. But just from those two chords, I remember that Corey just basically went, oh, we can go to the G and the C. It's a bit of a Rob Thomasy kind of thing, you know. And then it goes to the F. I'm gonna feel like I've been left behind, out of rhythm, and I just don't get the rhyme. Feel like I've been left behind, left out on the line.
Yeah, and I think the main reason why we went to the C, the G, and the C is because the verses you're playing are E minor to A minor, and C to G, or G to C, are the relative majors of that. So that's what happens when you know your minors and majors and your relatives and all that sort of stuff. You can just plonk that in there, and it makes perfect sense. And F, well, I just love the F chord in that.
Well, so, and I remember when we did that, I can't remember whether the lyrics kind of came straight away, but I do remember that we must have gone away and come back, because I came back, I think we had a little bit more progression with it, a little bit more, some more verse lyrics. But then when we came back together, you were like, "Oh, you've sung over the F."
Oh,
and it was just funny because it was interesting that you kind of had obviously like a little bit of a kind of you were hearing something in your head.
Yeah.
And then I kind of went away and went, it's just like, you're like, stay between the lines, Simon. And I'm just like, what lines? It's just, I'm just wandering off aimlessly into the forest.